I don't know what you're talking about. Good morning. No, absolutely no idea. Well, good. We'll just give everyone another half minute, shall we? Oh, good. it would be a lot nicer if I could actually like talk about everything that I'm reading, but it's just like such is life, isn't it? Yes. Well, we're at the minute mark, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Yeah, I would hope that we're all good, especially because, excuse me. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yes. Especially because it's quote unquote Friday. Oh, given how much you guys want it to be Friday, really, like. It is what it is, isn't it? Well, okay. I'll let's actually talk about something that I can talk about. But I'll put it this way: um, half of you, well, not maybe not half of you. Let me think. A third of you are alive because of me, so thank me and show some damn gratitude. Okay, let's put it that way. Actually, I'll write this down. But essentially, for what time is it? It's 2 minutes. Our class 1, 2, 3 of year 2, 3. No, let me put it this way: students from class 1, 2, 3 of year 2, 3. Which, if our viewers will remember. One quick second. If our viewers will remember, and I'll leave it here for posterity's sake, because of how big the server is, I couldn't actually respond to all of their comments in time because they are annoying and talk too much. So what I ended up having to do was excuse me. Really? What? Oh, I didn't make that. I didn't. Okay, there we go. That was my phone that just dropped. That's okay. Don't worry about it. No. Oh, that's not it. Oh. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Let me just place this properly. Okay, I'm just gonna. There we go. Okay, good. What we ended up having to do was to. Yes, you're looking at a wall, but that's fine. That's fine. Here, look at this, you weeps. What we ended up having to do was to split up the original members, the original 1,000-ish members of the server into 3 classes, such that only a third of them. One quick second. Only a third of them were able to talk at any one point, and so where was I going? Oh, right, that's where the class 1, 2, and 3 comes from. But today and just earlier in the stream, they were trying to pass messages through. Their currently with class 3 is the one that's able to speak, and they were trying to pass information and insults to me over their class 3 through their class 3 classmates. Yes, and it wasn't working very well. Actually, give me one quick second, okay? I just need to double check one thing. That is mean, and some of you will definitely be some of you will definitely sort of burn in whatever your version of hell is afterward, in the afterlife. All good, all good. Okay, so because we are in this sort of special situation where I actually don't know what I'm going to be doing for this particular weekend for sort of reasons that are evident to people on the server, but I will not speak too much about on air. We are going to do our Friday drinks today. I know I won't be streaming tomorrow, or I that it would be a lie to say that I absolutely knew, but I'm fairly certain it would be rather difficult for me to stream tomorrow. So, that's why we're doing the drinks today. Yes, yes, thank you, and yes, I'm trying to juggle like 3 different things at once. Anyway, we're good. So today we are going to talk about drinks, and we are going to walk around Tokyo because apparently, it's understandable, especially given that actually let me look it up. How old is George Lucas? Because I'm fairly certain that he is basically 78. Yeah, so he's a little bit older than most people in the server. Uh Excuse me, are we not allowed to go that way? Okay. Are we allowed to go that way? What? Am I just unable to do anything? Well, you know what? We'll just do keyboard navigation. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So. What? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Okay, give me 1 second. Is it an internet issue? It can't be an internet issue. My network is sitting at 0, so why should it be an internet issue? And I'm streaming to like the streams are going to Twitch and huh. Huh. I broke Google. Can you imagine if I broke Google? Oh my god. That would be great. I would love to be able to break the what? Oh, I remember. Okay, okay, give me 1 second. We will need to take this offline for a moment. There we go. I broke JavaScript. Yes, that's what I broke. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Come on. Come on. No. Okay, I broke something. No, no, no. Are we good? Is it loading? It's just really slow. Give me 1 second. I'll take it offline and then I'll see what else I can fix about it. Let's see. Oh, I probably shouldn't break images. Clipboard HID. I'll fonts. Augmented reality. No, we're good. Let's there we go. Oh, okay. Okay, I broke images, probably, which is why this one went kind of weird. But we should be okay, so let's go and visit Sensoji. There we go. Oh. Asakusa. Actually, Actually, yeah, why not? Let's walk on. Let's walk underground. No, that's not how it works. Okay, so welcome to a Japanese subway station. Oh right, I was looking up George Lucas. Yes, because obviously, is there no way to exit the subway station? Because so I was looking up George Lucas because obviously, he was such an obvious weeb that it's like not even. Can I go up here? Oh, fantastic! What? Doesn't this seem like nightmare fuel? Essentially, like you're trying to get out of this station, but everything you do brings you back to the station. This could be the basis of a very nice horror story or a nightmare. Oh, there we go. Hello. But in essence, it's just Google's fault. So we might just want to expand our way out of this. Well, if you don't let me get out of here, how can we talk about drinks, right? I will admit that's true. Nobody cares about those people and their drinks. When are we playing Subway emulators again? Whenever it gets sponsored. Really, that's always the. Excuse me. Okay. Go up. Go this way. No, I cannot. Oh, look, and there's also a person there. That's fantastic. This is definitely Nightmare Fuel. So we are going to get ourselves out of Asakusa Station simply because otherwise we're going to be stuck down there forever. I've made the executive decision. We're done. Okay. Good. No, this should be fine. Actually, no. We will have it. It's a shame I can't have this sort of on the left. That would be really like if I could have this on this side of the screen, then that would be actually be quite fantastic. But anyway, we are going to Sensoji, right? Actually, I'm curious what that is. Let's go and check out what that is. Anyway, so yeah, let's do drinks because otherwise I will not have time for everything. What am I drinking? I am drinking tea. Actually, for those of you that know me, some of you will know that I sometimes drink tea from a shot glass because it helps enhance the flavors, not because it used to contain alcohol. These shot glasses have never had alcohol in them, but rather that, yes, it's a shopping street. but rather that it enhances the flavor by allowing the tea to continue to steep in the pot, but when it comes out, it cools down fairly quickly. And so what you get is a very interesting change in flavor profile at the beginning and the end of each shot glass. Marugo. I was gonna read what was on that building, but I can't. It's all good. Where are we? Where am I? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm here. Can't take that. Oh, okay. That because that's down by the building. Let's go down here. This direction. Okay. There we go. And this. Oh yeah. By the way, these gates are fairly common, right? Is it really insulting if I call George Lucas a weeb? Like it's not, right? Oh look, they're opening a Uniqlo in the spring of 2021. Fantastic. Is it? Can't read the sign because I'm blind. 21, open your thing. Yes. So they are, oops, they're opening a Uniqlo at, what is in there? There's no way for me to, let's try to walk in this direction. No, there's no way for me to hop in there, so we'll just like, excuse me? Weren't we just, what? Oh, do we get to explore inside? Oh, we get to, okay. Alright, welcome to a Japanese department store. Which one is this? Yume Sharaku? Richmond Hotel Premier, Asakusa International. Fantastic. No, I've never been here. Actually, so when I was in Tokyo, I never really got a chance to walk around or just like intermingle into the society, unlike Hong Kong, and so it was a bit of a shame. Yeah. Shall I make this smaller so that we can? I look like I don't use Google much. Thank you, Twitch. Well, I've always said that you shouldn't do Chrome and you should do Firefox, and that Google is a monopoly, right? So I try not to use Google services whenever I can. Like my email is not with Google, or no, that's not true. My personal and work emails aren't with Google. I have to use Gmail because obviously I'm streaming to YouTube, and that requires a Google account. I don't use Google Drive. I basically don't use most of Google's services. That doesn't mean, unfortunately, that Google doesn't have all of my data because of the way that syndication works. But you know, actually, okay, no. So the one thing that I do use is Google search for sort of mildly interesting but not really interesting reasons. But now I'm curious, Coach, how did you know that I don't use Google much? Ooh, look at that. Well, we're talking about drinks, right? So let's take a look. You keep talking, and I'll feed you one of. Let's see. I'll feed you this. Give me one quick second. I'll be right back. Thank you very much, Coach. And no thanks to the rest of you. Oh my god, Microsoft. Oh. Yeah, I don't use Microsoft much either. Anyway, I was gonna say I was gonna feed you something from this end of the aisle, but that's sort of besides the point. So let's actually get to our drinks because otherwise people will complain too much. Also, isn't this lovely? Like there is a certain quality to a Japanese department store that you simply do not get in other department stores. Is this? Oh, can we go upstairs? No. Let's zoom in on the map. Actually, let's make the map smaller, but zoom in on it. So I'm here. Why won't you let me stay zoomed in? Google. I'm here. Can I go up into this stairway? No. Okay. Okay, and then let's move over here. Ooh. No idea what this is. Do you want slippers? Anyway, yes, first drink. You. Okay, you were not having the thing that was the third thing on the left, okay? You're simply just not. That's not how that works. The poor people just standing there waiting to sell tableware. It is mildly tragic to me that people who work in department stores tend to be quite alone most of the time. Or at least that's from my impression, right? Like whenever someone goes to a department store, the people that work there tend to have the free time, and so like why do they have the free time? Well, in part perhaps because they don't like there's not a lot of business, and what that really says is that department stores have huge markups, right? That they have to keep both the building how to keep the building operational and to pay all of these workers that are literally being extremely inefficient. And partially, that's where the success of Amazon comes from. Partially, not fully, right? Like this is fine. This is lovely, but like you have two people that are standing there for what, like, and just talking between themselves for 90% of the time. Then that is. Would you say that that's an efficient use of manpower and time? I'm not sure, right? But then how do you sort of rebalance that society and get these people to be more efficient? Well, that is an excellent and somewhat tragic story of humanity. Feels work because they seem to be pretty free time, and that is a tragic underutilization labor, but also I will say this, I do, but I also feel bad. Okay, good. Because they are bored, and being bored is not a good thing. So we've had a drink that was the third from the left. Unfortunately, I have no idea what it is, and we're not going back to the food section to really understand it. So I have no more comments on that. Can we have our next drink, please? You might be, yeah, yes, okay, all right. Our second drink is apparently the the fourth from the right on the third row. Good. Uh, if you guys don't want to talk about drinks, you can just choose not to talk about them, right? Like we don't have to do this. There's no law that says that we have to do. We come here already. I feel like we came here already. Yeah, those people. Okay, so let's. Oh, this is outside. Wait, why are we outside? Private dining? Wow. Does that mean... What does that mean? No one knows what that means. I'm sure. Uh, let's go there. What there? Huh? Excuse me? What there? What are you telling me? I'm just trying to go over... Excuse me? Okay, can we have our last drink? Yes, yes. I mean, I thought we were gonna have to go over time because you guys were gonna give me complex drinks to talk about. But if all you're going to do is tell me the third on the left, then we're good, right? So again, this is the entrance. Oh, okay. So this is the entrance. What about over here? Why does it put me outside? Okay, I'm not sure Google is in position to judge people's whether people are good people or bad people. Okay, let's just nod. And also, how would Google know that I'm a bad person? Go back to the log hall. Oh, actually, we are at the alcohol section. Okay. Let's find some alcohol, and then our last viewer can comment on it. Do you want to go back to this? The chilled section. Actually, why don't we comment on food? How about that? Let's comment on some of this. Here, would you like some of that? I have no idea what that is. Oh, that is oh, I don't think, no, those aren't edible. Those aren't edible as in those aren't cooked. I wonder if this is cooked. Actually, how about this? Here. Tell me you're getting water from here, and then we get. Are you able to buy the bottle and then? I wonder. You probably are, right? Amashu. Oh, they're selling by. I can't read all of that kanji. Um, presumably, yeah, not much. This is yeah. So it's just some distilleries alcohol that is being sold instead of in bottles. It's being sold raw, right? And there's a difference between something that's being bottled and something that's raw, simply because of the way of the stuff that you have to do to a bottled drink compared to a raw drink. I think ow. I think the difference is quite obvious. Yeah, comment on this. I would have no idea what that is, right? Like presumably that is rice sake. Like I mean I could probably look it up. I'm not can't be fucked to look it up. Um and we can't see that, so I don't have a good idea of what it is. Oh, look at that. Oh no, those are just bottles. I like how there's the clock. That's nice. And presumably then it's you take these bottles. Do you rinse them out? Well, I mean, I've never done this before, so how would I know, right? And also, this is from 2016. This is from before I was even. Anyway, not important. Yeah. Okay. So comments on sake in general. I I like it. It's got more. It's got less. No, okay. I shouldn't say it's got less complexity, but rather it's got It's less dependent on terroir, which I would argue is not necessarily a bad. In part because what did that say? Mirai. In part, well, we obviously we came early in the morning, right? That's why most of these shops are closed. Yes. Is this going to our? Oh, click the wrong button. Is this going to our shrine? Yes, it is going to our shrine. Okay, so there's our shrine right there. Yeah. So in part, I like sake because for the same reasons that I would like vodka, that it's not trying too hard to be something else, and it's just itself, like, and so that makes it so we're gonna go into the temple through this side street, and that makes it nice because you know where you stand with it. Whereas with things like cocktails, why am I not allowed to go inside? Is this not the map? Hi Nex, how are you? I am traveling around Japan. Oh wow, okay. Thanks, Google. Google, please let me go in there. Come on. I know there are bollards there, but that shouldn't stop you from allowing me inside. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay. We're just gonna go to the temple and be done with it, okay? We are inside the temple grounds now. And also, hi Nex, how are you? Did I say that already? Anyway, yeah. So I was saying with sake with rice, rice based. Can I? Am I what? No, I am able to go that way. Why won't you let me go that way? With rice based things, you sort of have a good idea of where it is simply because a lot of it is fairly traditional, and that means they don't mess around with it too much, right? Whereas with things like cocktails, actually, so I will say this, with cordon bleu type meals, or not meals, well, cordon bleu type things that you put in your face. So that is cocktails. That is lost the purpose of the stream. Good job, Coach. I did too. With cordon bleu type meals, it is often a celebration of form over function. And in part that's because Western food tends to be rather boring. And so you need a lot of extra things to bring novelty to the experience, which then gives you the right to charge more for it. And so that includes things like cocktails. That includes things like excuse me. That includes things like cocktails and things like food. If you go to like a Michelin-starred restaurant, generally there is a very set way that the cordon bleu menu gets presented, right? It doesn't matter where the chef is from or what kind of food that they've prepared, what influences they come that they come from. It tends to come out in a nice small plate. It tends to be clean, minimalistic, small enough that critics can eat multiple plates and not stuff themselves. And oh, excuse me. Isn't this the place where we're just trying to get... Okay, alright, thank you. I lost the purpose of this stream too. Let's just go to Sensoji and be done with it, okay? We'll come at it from this side. Excuse me, can you move, please? Oh, Google is punishing me by not allowing me to by making it impossible for me to click on Google Maps. That's not much of a punishment. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is a 360-degree picture and not an actual not an actual thing. So we have to how do I move my little dude? No, that's not how we do it. Is that how we do it? No. Is this? Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, you. Also, we've gone over by 5 minutes, so you lot better be grateful. Nope, nope, this ain't happening. But I will say this. Okay, so before we end, I've talked about all of that stuff that is. I can't about sake. And then at 33 minutes, we talked about Cordon Bleu, and at 36 minutes, we'll talk about religious syncretism. Is that how you spell it? Let me just. There we go. Yeah. So, what I wanted to quickly talk about before we end is this really interesting idea of syncretism and between religions, right? Because obviously, you can tell on this map just from looking at this, right, that even though this is a Buddhist place, there we go, Buddhist place, you still have Shinto shrines just sitting sort of around it, but also within it, right? Like, remember we saw those shrines over here. I wonder, can we get to it? No, of course not, because why should we be able to just like double click on a place and want to go there, right? Like, come on. Like, it turns. Okay, excuse me. Fuck you. Anyway, so religious syncretism and Buddhism, sort of how that happens a lot in East Asia, but also I mean, obviously it happens everywhere because a new religion tries to syncretize itself into the local culture so that it doesn't get murdered. But it's especially interesting in the form that it takes in Japan, in China, vis-a-vis sort of the underlying Confucianism of it. I don't know how to use this, coach. I never use Google Maps. Like, why would I need to use Google Maps, right? Like, but also I thought you could just double click, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes single clicks work, sometimes it doesn't. So like, this is a case of Google. See, double click worked there, double click worked there, but it didn't work when I tried to double click in this area, right? So it's just like, this is not my fault anymore when software is non-deterministic like this. Anyway, syncretism is interesting, and that's really all there is for it first. Especially via Confucianism, right? Because Confucianism, we think of it as a religion, but at the same time, it's also a way of it's an underlying culture, and we see a lot of like we see the religion here. I don't know how to. I just don't know how to use it. Okay, thanks, Coach. You can teach me later. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is, yes, we see Shinto and Buddhist temples and all of this, but the sort of the very interesting underlying things that determine this culture is still borrows pretty heavily from Confucius, right? Anyway, we're done for today. Yes, I know you're standing right there. I will be with you in just like 10 seconds. Gosh, I don't even know how to use it. Thanks, next. Anyway, thank you. Now our public viewers are insulting me. Thank you so much, guys. Anyway, we're done for today. Thank you very much. Please download Firefox. Please don't Chrome it. I shall see all of you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Saturday, probably, maybe. We'll see. Bye. I don't know Google. It's true. Bye.